we're back. It's a sport that takes the stamina of a soccer player with the finesse and skill of hockey. Thus the name, field hockey. We got a dandy to tell you about. It was a good one. But first, some games that took place today. William and Mary, a winner over Wake, 1-0. Maryland, a winner 4-0 over American. Old Dominion at Duke, 4-1 the winner there. Here's your standings. Virginia, Duke, Maryland, North Carolina, Wake Forest again early in the year. This week, I traveled to UNC for my very first field hockey experience. I picked a great one to start with, I tell you. Two ranked teams, Virginia and North Carolina, with the Tar Heels being the clear favorite. Virginia had not won at Chapel Hill since 1984. I got to be a fan while Scott Przwanski did all the work.
Hi everybody, I'm Scott Przwanski. This week we have the privilege of looking at two of the top field hockey programs in the nation, the University of Virginia and the University of North Carolina. As for North Carolina, well, what can you say? Here's a couple of stats to throw at you. Since last year and into this season, the Tar Heels are an unreal 52-1. Since 1993, the Heels are 89-6-3, and they are going after their third straight national championship. Virginia has quickly developed into a national power as well. In 1996, the Hoos made it to the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament and ended up being ranked 4th in the country. Now, much of their success can be attributed to two players, Meredith Thorpe and Meredith Elwell. Of all the points scored last season, Thorpe and Elwell combined for 40% of the scoring. Now, Thorpe is a two-time All-American. Elwell was a 1996 ACC Rookie of the Year. You bet both these players accept the challenges that lie ahead with hopes of taking Virginia to the next level. Meredith Thorpe and Meredith Elwell, two of the best forwards in the country. They have the ability to lead the Cavs to new heights with the flick of the wrist. Their games include speed, power, strength, and above all, respect for one another.
Just to play beside such an excellent player, someone with as much experience as she has, and as much intensity and as much, desire to be her best, that sort of rubs off on you, seeing her day in and day out at every practice, playing her best, doing the best that she possibly can that day.
Meredith's a great player, and she instantly added to the team. She's a strong player, a very aggressive player, and has an eye for the goal. We just interact as forwards, and offer advice and tips to one another, so it's kind of a give-and-take relationship.
With the two Merediths seemingly scoring at will, you'd think reaching the next step would be that much easier. But there is one constant, one obstacle standing in the way, the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Cavs lost only 5 matches all of last year. 3 of those losses were to UNC. In fact, Virginia has not beaten Carolina in the last 20 meetings. Achieving the next step means beating Carolina.
Once the Carolina game does arrive, and if we can get past that mental block, I think for the Virginia field hockey team right now, it's mental against Carolina. And if we can get past that block, that'll be a huge step for our team.
I think it's very important for us to beat them just for our own confidence and just for our own pride.
It's just in terms of our mental block that we need to get over in order to make the next step. And so until we beat Carolina, we're going to have to at some point.
Both Merediths and the rest of the Hoos realize if they don't beat the Heels, all is not lost. There's a lot to play for, and gold can still be achieved.
Can this team win it all? I would have to say yes, definitely. We can go all the way, but it's going to take, a lot of work from everyone, from the sideline to everyone on the field, and we're just going to have to do it as a team, and we're going to have to do it as a unit, but yeah, I think we'll definitely do it.
Talk about winning. The North Carolina Tar Heels have claimed 3 national championships. Of the 14 ACC titles, they've won all but one of them. Success and winning are wonderful things, but there's a price to be paid for being at the top.
certainly think we're a team that everybody gets up for, gets excited to play, will expect everybody's best effort. And I also think there's a little bit, and I can attribute this to Anson Dorrance, is the ABC complex. Anybody but Carolina.
Being the last year national champion and 2 years national championship in a row, I mean, you carry some type of pressure on your shoulders, and you always have that, well, what if we don't, or what if, you know. But our team try to focus on the positive, and we just look forward to each new day and each new match and just build on what we had.
Yeah, it's always tough being ranked #1 in the beginning of the season. You have all that pressure on you, but I think it's good for us. It makes it more competitive. Every game is more competitive, and that's what makes field hockey fun. That's what makes any sport fun, is the competitiveness of it.
Nothing is easy, and you know, there's great talent on our team. I'll admit that. I feel that we've got some real strong players, some superstars.
We earn everything that we have. We respect Karen. Karen's a great coach. She's just instilled a lot of great qualities in us. Our team has just learned how to work hard together, and we fight together for what we want.
We know it's going to happen. We know everybody's going to play their best against us. We're prepared for that, and I think in the long run that makes us a better and a stronger team.
Go and get your eyes up, make a good pass. Receiver, ask for it.
I want to be the best I can be, and I want my team to be the best it can be. So we don't hesitate in saying that we want to be the national champions, and that's what part of winning is. It's part of the competitive game. And yes, we want to be the best.
Talk about being the best. The ACC is one of the best conferences in the nation for field hockey. They have 3 teams ranked in the top 5. You're about to see 2 of them. North Carolina and Virginia coming up next on ACC Live.
The stands were full, the band was there, and these ladies were ready to rock. Let me tell you, they came to play. If you can possibly imagine, there was as much excitement on this field for these hardcore athletes as for any sport I've ever seen. Play get underway at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon.
Number 22, a senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
We've been looking forward to this game the whole time. I mean, we had some tough teams along the way, but everyone's focus has been Carolina.
It's in again. Heels on 3. 1, 2, 3. Heels! Here we go!
This trip to Chapel Hill was going to be something special for Virginia. The Cavaliers were determined to end a 20-game drought. The Heels, of course, have other ideas, and it begins with Nancy Pellegrin. Pellegrin with the shot. It's just off, but senior Cindy Worley is there like she's accustomed to being. This time, Worley is denied.
Come on, stick. Come on.
The 1996 Player of the Year keeps the pressure on like only she can. The Who's Becky Worthington is in goal. The great kick save, and Virginia's defense stands up again. The Cavs are determined to run their offensive patterns. All-American Meredith Thorpe tries to break free, but Carolina's Jana Topol holds her ground. Thorpe would struggle all day long with Carolina defenders all around her. The Heels keep the ball on Virginia's side of the field, but time and time again, they are denied. UVA remains poised, and it pays off. Michelle Vasuzu controls. Ahead to Meredith Elwell. Elwell lays down a perfect pass, and the other Vasuzu is there, Lorraine. She does the rest. Virginia converts. 1-0 Cavaliers.
Just a different mindset. If you're up 1-0 or down 1-0, we know it's going to be a tight game either way. So we could kind of sit back and not sit back and play defense, but we didn't have to press for a goal the way Carolina did.
We came out a little flat, but I think Virginia had a lot to do with that. Now, they obviously were very motivated, came in very aggressively, moved to the ball very well, and kind of got us on our heels a little bit, no pun intended.
We put the ball on first. We set the pace of the game, and we tended to dictate what happened, out there on the field.
The Who's have another chance. Off the penalty corner, Michelle Vasuzu puts the shot on target. Jana Withrow gets in front, and Carolina escapes without surrendering another goal.
Let's go, Heels!
The first half continues on this back-and-forth pace. This time, Holly Huff is in the clear. Huff has a great look, but the Heels will head to the locker room trailing 1-0. For the majority of the first half, it seems like Virginia's defense really bothers Carolina's potent offensive attack. The Heels seem hurried, their shots rushed, something they know they have to change after the break.
Being down is we got to pick it up a level, and we were expected to pick it up a level. They were beating us to the ball, they were working hard, and we were not matching it, and that's not acceptable at this level.
We work a lot on defense, and so, you know, that was part of our game plan, you know, to play a tight, you know, defense, so where we were putting a lot of pressure on the ball, and we were able to do that today and do it pretty successfully.
Whatever Virginia has given us is not a surprise, so I'm a little disappointed we haven't handled their pressure better. But Virginia's also a very talented team, and they're outworking us. As I said to my team at halftime, they're working harder than we are right now, beating us to the ball. So what I'd like to see in the second half is us pass more, stick to stick to each individual player, to work harder, and to not lose composure. Girls, we started to make some progress. We started to play better towards the end of that half. There's no need to panic because you're playing pretty well, but it can be better. You know, we're just a little bit off. We're forcing some things down the middle. They're outworking you right now. And you're thinking, but you're kind of standing when you're thinking.
And we'll break the pressure.
Exactly right, okay? Don't force it, all right? We don't need to force it. We can go around these guys. Keep swinging, have confidence. If you go one-on-one, I want it to be down inside the 25 and not in the midfield, all right? We don't need to be taking one-on-one in the midfield. So let's work the ball, you guys. Here we go. Heels, heels. Yeah, this is a great challenge, but you're down a goal, all right? So you got your work cut out for you.
The Tar Heels come out, shall we say, a little more aggressive. Navy Field, of course, is one of the toughest places to play in the conference. Carolina will force the issue. Joy Driscoll triggers the hit in. Worley connects with this bullet shot and an apparent goal for North Carolina. Take a look again, though. Worley's shot is high of the backboard, and Virginia's lead will hold up. We're only 15 minutes into the second half, and Carolina already has 6 penalty corners. You get the feeling sooner or later the Heels will have to convert if they're going to take advantage of all those opportunities. Talk about your chances. Here's another penalty corner opportunity, and yet another that Worthington has the answer for. Carolina creates 14 penalty corner opportunities. Yes, 14 in the second half. The chemistry, for whatever reason, is just never fully in sync, and a lot of that is due to Virginia's defense. The Cavs' defense is creating an uneasy feeling for the Carolina players. Virginia knows they're close to something special, and the D is up to the task.
There's no question I thought they played a great defensive game, and I was hoping that their weak schedule to date was really going to be an advantage to us, and really it didn't play a factor.
They made their mistakes and they corrected it, and then they went forward with it. And I had never seen our defense play that intense. I mean, they were just amazing out there today.
Whether it's Worthington or Thorpe, UVA's defense frustrates a veteran Tar Heel team. The Who's build on this feeling and stay with their game plan, basic field hockey. Pazuzu comes clear again. Carolina's goalkeeper does what she can, coming away from the goal to stop this break. Time is winding down, and the second-ranked Heels are concerned, and for good reason. Virginia may not have had as many shots on goal, but they know how to capitalize. When the Cavs get the ball deep in the Heels' territory, Meredith Elwell senses the chance to put this one away. Under 2 minutes left, and Elwell, just like she dreamt over and over, Elwell shoots and scores, and Virginia ends 13 years of heartache. Number 5 Virginia comes to Chapel Hill and blanks National Power North Carolina 2-0.
Can't hang your heads over this one. We got to do a better job, and I think losing helps point that out better than anything in the world. You congratulate them. They beat you guys. Heels on 3. 1, 2, 3. Heels!
I don't really feel like today really happened, because this is what only happens when I mentally think about the game. You know, we've never beaten them, so I never knew what it really feels like. I can only imagine what it feels like. And I mean, this is 10 times as intense as I even imagined it would feel.
This is the only team since I've been here that we haven't beaten. We've beaten ODU, we've beaten Maryland, we've beaten JMU. We've kind of, Carolina has always been our little Achilles heel, I guess. So now we prove to ourselves that we belong where we belong.
Not since 1984 have you beaten us. The monkey is off our
We know now that we can beat them. We know we're an excellent team. We know we can beat anyone now. And I think it just adds to our confidence that we've already started to develop this season.
We're holding our heads high, and they have played a great game. They fought hard, and they, made us work hard, and we didn't play up to them. So we give them a great win, and they deserve it. And we respect them as a team, but we know we can get better.
I really admire the character of this team. Our leadership is great. The seniors on the team, they've been there. You know, last year at this time we beat Virginia, lost Old Dominion, you know. So we will improve. You know, we're not there yet, and we've characteristically been a team that has built itself throughout the course of the season. And I think this year will be no different. We're not as good now as we're going to be later.
All right, thumbs up to the field hockey players. I'm a fan, I admit it. I've never been to a game. We'll definitely go again. One thing I want to mention about this, the impact of this win for Virginia was huge. 15 years they have not beaten North Carolina. And you know what happened after the game? They all went to the center, shook hands, high fives, big hugs. They're all friends. They have a mutual respect for one another. Says a lot about the ladies, says a lot about the sport. Next week on the Best Of segment, went to double overtime. Next game, Duke and Virginia. They went to overtime. Carolina and Virginia survived, and that's where we stand. For more on the best of the ACC and how they got here, we head to Chapel Hill.
A perfect day in Chapel Hill, North Carolina to settle the field hockey championship of the ACC tournament, and we have two of the best teams in the nation going at it. Number 1, Virginia, and number 3, North Carolina. Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Conley, and joining us to get us through the broadcast is the head coach of the University of Maryland, Missy Mahar. Great ACC tournament so far.
Yeah, it's very exciting. To consistently have 3 out of the top 4 teams in the nation in the same conference it's exciting. It's a constant battle, and I think it's a matter of emotions in this final.
The University of Virginia has really one of the special players throughout the country this year. She is the career all-time leader in scoring. Her name is Meredith Thorpe.
Meredith's exceptional. You don't find very often a player who can execute in penalty corners with the shot that she has, as well as be such a dynamic scorer on the field. So with that combination, she makes for a real threat.
Cindy Worley for the University of North Carolina. She is really a great player as well.
I think Cindy Worley is the best player to ever play in the NC2A. I was assistant coach on the Olympic team where she was one of the players, and to work with her, and now it's much worse playing against her.
Truly a treat to watch when she plays the game of field hockey. Again, really a great tournament so far, a real testament to how difficult and how tough this league is. What can we expect today?
I think the winner of the game will come to the team that brings the most heart and soul to the game. I think the motivation in terms of having 2 of their losses with Carolina to Virginia, and the fact that they've had a lot of postseason experience, successful experiences, could be a slight advantage for North Carolina. But one of the things about Missy Sanders and the building of this Cavalier program has been their relentless inner kind of arrogance and confidence, and I think they're a tremendously coached team. So I think the team that comes out with the most heart will be the team to come out on top.
Okay, it's the 3rd meeting of the year between Virginia and North Carolina, and we'll have it next on the best of the ACC when we return to Chapel Hill.
Like you said, much more to come. Could Virginia make it 3 straight wins against the Carolina Blue? ACC Live continues with the Field Hockey Championship.
Welcome back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. The best of the ACC, the finals of the Field Hockey ACC Championship. University of Virginia in the white uniforms taking on North Carolina in the blue. We're about 2 minutes into the game. Kevin Conley along with Missy Maharg, the head coach of the University of Maryland. Missy, one thing I think to keep an eye on in this game could be the fatigue factor. Both of the teams were involved in overtime games in the semifinals. Virginia beat Duke 2-1 in overtime. North Carolina beat your Maryland team 3-2 in double overtime. So fatigue might be a factor today.
Well, I think it definitely is, and certainly for Carolina, even in the 7-a-side in the second overtime, they did take a couple of their players off, their key players, to try to rest them a little bit. I think it would be in Carolina's best interest for this game to try to really isolate their possession game.
The University of Virginia, this is their first trip to the finals, trying to make the most of it. I guess a good start for Northern Virginia would be really, really big.
It's very typical for Virginia to come out on fire. They're a motion team, they play from the soul, and they're relentless in that. If you let them in the game in the first 10 minutes, chances are big you're going to lose it.
Again, Virginia in white. Keep an eye on Virginia. Number 11, Meredith Thorpe, is one of the big players for the University of Virginia. For North Carolina, one player to keep an eye on is number 13, Cindy Worley. Good stop right there by Lori Massich-Petro. Virginia here with a free hit opportunity. Free hit opportunity outside the circle has to be touched before it goes into the goal to count, correct?
Yes, the attack much touch the ball inside the circle for a shot to count.
So if you're new to field hockey, they just didn't let that ball go in as a goal. It had to be touched since she was outside that dark circle you see on the field right there.
Well, I think it's very critical right now that Carolina try to get better field position. This is the time of the game when Virginia is most alive in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Emotion is key, so the opening minutes of each half seems to be the best part for Virginia.
No, absolutely. They have horses.
They like to run. Speed is one of the key factors for the University of Virginia.
This player here, Kay Barber, I think has been tremendous for Carolina. She's a prolific scorer and attacker, and she's moved to center mid and is just running this team, and I think she deserves a lot of credit.
Cindy Worley, of course, gets a lot of the attention because of the statistics that she puts up, but there are other very, very fine players on the University of North Carolina. North Carolina with a free hit opportunity right there, trying to make something happen. We're early on in the ACC Championship final. Number 3 is Lauren D'Souza. Oh, good stop right there. Good stop right there. Jana Withrow. Boy, I guess it's great to have an experienced goalie when you get in a situation like this, and they don't get any more experience than Withrow, do they?
No, she's probably one of the most highlighted goalies to ever come through the NC2A. She's also had several international opportunities. She's seasoned, and she'll make the routine save. If you're going to score a goal on Jana, you got to be creative.
On the other side, the University of Virginia has a freshman goalie, Becky Worthington from Pennsylvania, and she's just been outstanding this season. But you got to wonder, this is her first ACC tournament final. You got to wonder how that might affect her nerves, might affect the game a little bit.
Well, I think the Virginia defense has been so mentally stable for her in front of her.
North Carolina on the attack. Joy Driscoll will start it off with the free hit. Again, right to Cindy. I mean, that's their offense, to try to get it to number 13 to make her create.
Well, she's high percentage, so is Nancy. And I think if you can get the ball in their hands, they can go one-on-one or one-on-two. Very high percentage of success.
Nancy Pellegrini is number 18 for North Carolina. She's a junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Number 20 for Virginia, has been a critical player all season for them as well. Keep your eye on her. There she is right in your screen, number 20 for Virginia. Passing is so critical in field hockey.
Well, it is. I think for Carolina, they play a very, very passing style, tactical. They're well coached, and they encourage that in their preparation for games. I think what's so vital about Virginia, they do both.
Virginia has had the momentum so far as a lot of the game has happened in her end. A warning right there for pushing for Meredith Elwell. She gets a card there. Tell us what happens when a player gets a card.
Well, a green card, which is the card that the official just gave her, is a warning, and she's being warned there for her team, for herself and for her team, for pushing. If the team gets another card for the same foul, then they could get a yellow card, which would keep them out of the game for 5 minutes minimal.
That particular player that was involved in the second infraction?
Yes.
Maybe something to keep an eye on. It might take away a little bit of the aggression for the University of Virginia. You never can tell, but that might be in the back of their mind.
It might be. I think that based on yesterday's situation when they had 2 cards, they might be thinking about it, but it would be impossible to take away Virginia's aggression. That's why they're where they are.
That's right. That's true. That's true. But when you get to a championship game, I guess it's almost as much mental as it is a physical situation.
Well, I think definitely, especially when you go into 7-a-sides and you know you might need to conserve your energy, then you've got to really focus in mentally on being a passing possession team.
North Carolina was a free hit situation. Virginia stops it, trying to convert it down to their end of the field. There's an attack. Ball out in front. Going to go in the goal. There's a goal for the University of North Carolina. 1-0 is the score about 9 minutes into the game. The goal was given to number 3, Kristen McCann. She's just kind of out in front after Kate Barber sort of started that play.
Kate Barber is so critical. It's really difficult to get the ball immediately around her. She intercepted the ball there. She passed it down to Nancy, who got it back, and actually it was Kate who touched it back in front of the goal cage.
On behalf of the Atlantic Coast Conference, we very much appreciate our corporate partners in providing direct financial support to the conference and its 9 member institutions. ACC schools compete for championships in 24 sports and provide scholarship assistance for over 2,500 student athletes annually. Additionally, we have a continuing involvement with a number of outreach programs. We're proud that our corporate partners have joined with the Atlantic Coast Conference in this important effort.
Welcome back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Kevin Conley along with Missy Mahard from the University of Maryland calling the finals of the ACC tournament. The University of North Carolina leads 1-0. We have midway, a little bit past midway through the first half. 1-0, North Carolina on top of Virginia. Missy, I guess it's important for Virginia now that they're trailing. Before we get to half, maybe get that equalizer.
Well, yeah, anytime that you're 1 up or 1 down, the game is still in such a tentative situation. It's not all that a secure feeling. But with Virginia, if the score doesn't break to a 2-goal lead, they will be relentless on your heels. They just have that emotional power.
Virginia, a very strong offensive team, likes to put a lot of pressure on. Virginia got off to a good start in the game, put some pressure on. North Carolina kind of withstood that particular onslaught. Got the 1-0 lead at about the 9-minute mark.
And Jenna had a critical save. I mean, that one-on-one from Meredith Elwell could have tied it up right there, which emotionally would have put Virginia in their comfort zone.
Jana Withrow, the goalkeeper for the University of North Carolina. One of the best in this conference, one of the best in the country.
Substitution for the Cardinals, number 2, Holly Huff, replaces number 18, Nancy Pellegrini.
Penalty corner situations are good opportunities to score. Virginia really hasn't had that many to this point.
Well, you would think that they would be more of an opportunity for Virginia because of Meredith Thorpe's ability and high percentage in her scoring. On the flip side of it, you've got Jana Withrow, who probably is the most efficient at playing the direct shot. So there's a pro and a con there.
Wow. That one skated right through, went right through the middle there. Virginia might have dodged the bullet right there. That nobody could get close enough to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, and what you have to appreciate by Worley, she just does it simple and she does it quick. She ran out there, got the ball, just put it across the mouth of the cage.
On the free hit situations, you have to have the 5-yard spacing from everybody. That was the call right there. Not enough space.
Yeah, and it's good control by the officials. Just tell both teams what to expect, and there's no surprises.
Clears it out. North Carolina in the blue. So this game is in Chapel Hill. They are the visitors, as the University of Virginia is the top seed in this tournament. Good defense right there. Virginia trying to stop the attack. North Carolina on the way. Another situation right out in front.
That was great team attack by Carolina, and Stacey Schweihart with a great elimination. Good pull outside that defender and centering it across the mouth.
Stacey took it all the way down the side. Is that drawing the defense to her, then the pass over to the middle? Is that
Well, I
key?
think immediately when they came up with a ball, they eliminated the defender, so then it was more like a 2-on-1, and she had a great pull around her and was able to put the ball, to the stroke spot.
North Carolina leads 1-0. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Carolina's made the most of their scoring opportunity today.
This is what makes Virginia so dangerous, is they have so many great defenders who can play attack. And if they come out of the backfield, that's when they get their numbers up, because they're all exceedingly fast.
Good stop right there. Good block or steal by Maura McFadden for North Carolina. That slows the speed of Virginia down just a little bit. Cindy Worley starts it off. She's the key to North Carolina. All ACC Player of the Year last year. Oh, she just couldn't quite get to that one.
That was a critical play, and that's not all that typical that she misses something like that. But the young girl who's playing against Cindy, Peggy Boudelier, I think has just done a tremendous job this season. She's a senior, and she's going to rise to the challenge. Athletically, she's top-notch.
Cindy had a big smile on her face. She really wanted to get to that ball.
I've been thinking about the shot before that.
Ball down in the North Carolina attack zone. Virginia doesn't want to give up a cheap goal here right at the end of the half. North Carolina, I don't want to use the word stall, but they're guarding the clock maybe at that point.
They seem to be using their skill, and that's what they need to do today. They don't want to use the skill of rote running. They want to use the skill of passing and receiving. And I think you're looking at a first half that's really good. I think they're probably even going to have to do it better in the second half to stay with this lead.
University of North Carolina leads 1-0 at the half of the ACC Tournament Finals.
Minute of play, our goal by Kristen McCann. For this championship game, we'd like to thank you. Estimated attendance of 475.
An intense matchup at the half between
the 1997 Field Hockey Championships. We'll pick up the action with 22 minutes to go in the second half. Virginia on the attack. University of North Carolina leads the ACC Championship game 1-0. We're in the second half. Just over 21 minutes to go. Now these two teams, they had an interesting regular season. Virginia beat North Carolina twice for the first time in many, many meetings this year. So, maybe a little bit of revenge factor on the mind here today.
Oh, I think in any conference, in any league, I think you always have, your own motivation, and certainly this is clearly one for North Carolina. What I'm impressed with so far is they're not trying to run and gun with Virginia, which would be very dangerous. They're being very patient, as you can see right now with Joy Driscoll on their free hits. They're not making unforced errors, and that's what they need to continue to do.
She really took her time there, scanned the field, trying to find an open player. Suso with the ball. Centers it into the middle. Just kind of skates through the circle.
Penalty corner awarded to the Cavaliers.
Virginia gets the penalty corner right there. What was the call? Was that an obstruction right there on North
It
Carolina?
was a thick obstruction, yes, and she held the whistle to give Meredith the opportunity to shoot the ball, at which time she didn't have time to, so they gave the penalty corner.
Meredith Elwell, one of the real good scorers for the University of Virginia. There's a shot. Oh, and it just goes wide. She might have wanted to have that one back. Virginia only with their second penalty corner opportunity right there.
Well, in order to play against Jana Withrow, she's got an incredible amount of experience. She's a two-time All-American, All-ACC goalie for probably all 4 of her years playing. You have to really recognize that she's not going to let the simple straight shot go in. I think you need to have options, deflections, things like that to get yourself a higher percentage goal-scoring opportunity.
Ball transferred down to the other end of the field. North Carolina on the attack now. I guess we're seeing somewhat of a changing of the guard for the goalies in the ACC. You know, you have a great senior. Now we also have a great freshman coming into the league.
Well, I think what you've seen from Jana and these experienced players, I think North Carolina emotionally and tactically, et cetera, really struggled during the beginning 2/3 of the season, and now you're looking at them and they're in championship form, and it's pretty nice to see.
Sarah Carroll from North Carolina over to Kate Barber. She sends it back.
So what they're doing right now, just by holding on to possession of the ball, kind of running the clock, but nobody's doing a lot of individual running.
Are they conserving energy maybe for a little bit later in the game?
Well, I think I would be concerned that if I tried to run with Virginia, it might not be in the best interest of my team's legs.
Virginia on the attack, right outside the circle. So this will be a free hit opportunity for the University of Virginia. The infraction happened just outside the circle.
And that hit the foot of one of the defenders for Carolina.
So a penalty corner. Something we didn't see for the University of Virginia in the first half. They didn't have a lot of penalty corners. Now, so far through 17 minutes, 18 minutes, they now have 3 opportunities. They got to make something happen here. Laura Lindsay starts it off. There's the shot. Oh, good save. Withrow down on the ground, laid out flat for that one. Good defense. Very physical play. We'll see the card situation here. Meredith Elwell got a green card earlier. She gets a yellow card. Now she has to go off the field for how long?
She needs to stay off the field for a minimum of 5 minutes at the discretion of the table umpire, who is sitting over there. After 5 minutes, she'll probably call her back on, depending on what she felt or the umpires collectively felt was the severity of the infraction. Virginia had been warned in the first half for pushing, and ironically, it was even the same player.
Same type of penalty over there, the push over there. Doesn't help Virginia that one of their top players out of the game for at least 5 minutes. Maybe an opportunity for North Carolina right now to extend their lead. 1-0 North Carolina in the championship game of the ACC tournament. Virginia is in white. On the free hit situations, the ball has to stay low to the ground. That was the whistle there.
Yes, the ball can't be lifted on a free hit, and that's where mentally Carolina needs to be very disciplined. Just keeping possession on all their free hits, transfer the play, hold on to the ball.
You mentioned the choppy play a little while ago. It seems that it is continuing here. A lot of whistles, a lot of stoppages of play.
What makes Virginia most threatening is their ability to make something happen over 70 yards. They're very much of a fast break team. They're so exciting. They've got so much team speed. So what Carolina is doing to just maintain lateral possession like this is tactically very smart.
Carolina, of course, has been in this position many times before. The University of Virginia, this is their best season ever, so maybe a little unfamiliar territory.
Well, this is the first time that Virginia's been in the final. We've been in the final against Carolina, I think, 10 times, and have only won it one time. So I'd say Carolina's fairly experienced at being here.
Not to understate it, any stretch of the imagination.
This is where Carolina's dangerous. When they hold field position and get free hit into the circle like this, if they stay down here for a period of time, they usually will either get a penalty corner or score a goal.
Okay. Let's keep an eye out for that. Karen Shelton, head coach of North Carolina, watching anxiously as her team tries to stay on the attack. There's Cindy Worley. I mean, they really do try to get her in the middle of the action. Virginia clears it. University of North Carolina leads 1-0. Just over 14 minutes to go in the finals of the ACC tournament. Winner gets the championship. Both teams, of course, headed to the NCAA tournament. The pairings, Missy, come out on Wednesday?
Yes.
Season's not over. But this is one of those games that teams really want. Especially two rivals. Driscoll starts it. Obstruction right there with her stick.
Yes, it was a stick obstruction. Nancy had a one-on-one opportunity with the goaltender, and the defender came in with her stick from the side there.
University of North Carolina with a penalty corner opportunity, their second of the second half. Driscoll will start it. Worley with the shot. Oh, she passes it over. We'll be back to Chapel Hill with more of the ACC Field Hockey Championships. North Carolina leads 1-0 right after this. University of North Carolina with a goal. They now lead 2-0. Pressure pays off. They had the ball in their area, in the zone. We have a replay of it. Virginia player looks like the ball just slid underneath her stick. Number 3 is Kristen McCann for North Carolina.
She's really had an incredible tournament. She was a redshirt last year, and this is her first year playing. She scored the tying goal, the second tying goal against Maryland yesterday, and here she has the biggest goal. 2-goal difference in this game is just significant.
Kristen also scored the first goal in the first half. She got that on a rebound out in front. North Carolina will really go in the protect mode at this point with a 2-goal lead. 4 minutes to go. Virginia really has to make something happen. Time is running out on Virginia. What do they have to do now to create more opportunities?
Well, I think they need to double team their key players. I think it's important that you recognize that right now there's about 4 or 5 players on Carolina that are controlling the ball. Not to say that the rest of them can't do it, but, you know, with Kate, with Joy, with Cindy and Nancy, you certainly probably want to double up on those players and force the other players to play with the ball.
The players you mentioned for North Carolina, the ones with international experience.
It's a lot easier said than done
Yes,
now.
yes. North Carolina team that's been in this position many times before. Maybe we're seeing some of that experience pay off today.
Absolutely, and I've been really impressed with Jana Topol. I think this is one of the best games I've seen her play. She's a redshirt freshman as well, and has really played top level this weekend.
Jana Withrow in goal, also very solid today. She stopped all the Virginia opportunities.
This is trouble here, and this is what makes her absolutely so dangerous, Cindy, is her ability to intercept the ball.
Cindy Worley, number 13 for North Carolina. She's down. Looks like she maybe caught a stick in the arm.
I'm not sure. She's a tough young lady, and it very rarely does she stay down. So hopefully she'll be okay.
She's up. Good sign for North Carolina fans, as she has been so critical to their success, not only this year, but over the last several years.
It looks like Kristen McCann is pretty critical this weekend.
Yes. What goes through your mind as a coach as the game is winding down? It's got to be a tense situation when your team has I guess a 2-goal lead is a solid lead, but you still have to be in a tense situation.
It's very intense, but 2 goals felt significantly different than 1.
Yes.
Especially against Virginia, who is just so powerful with team speed.
University of North Carolina leads 2-0 over Virginia. Have 2.5 minutes to go in the ACC championship game. Number 15 is Sarah Carroll for North Carolina. She will start the free hit situation. Meredith Elwell stopped that one. Number 20 for Virginia. I guess the key thing for Virginia is to stop the ball and get it to their end of the field as quick as possible. They're just running out of time.
Yeah, well, you can't risk it, too, just to get it down there and have it be a 16-yard restart either. I think they have to be calculated about it, and right now they seem a little bit unsettled. But that's how they've gotten their breaks the whole season, and that's what makes them great. I mean, you see the diving and the effort by Michelle Vasuso and her sister Lorraine and Meredith Elwell. I mean, this is what's put this team where they are, number 1 in the nation. But they're playing against some serious veterans today.
Meredith Thorpe, the great goal scorer of Virginia, has been silent today. North Carolina has done a very good job on her, keeping her out of her game.
Like I said, Virginia isn't experienced at being here. I think that in terms of preparing for the NC2A tournament, it's not a fun outcome for them today, but they are a spiritual group, and I can see them being successful if they get into the Final Four.
Virginia with their last chance. North Carolina on top 2-0. Minute to go.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Karen Shelton has to be very pleased with the effort that she got from her team today. Virginia got off to a good start about first 5 minutes of the first half, but boy, the momentum switched in a hurry there at about the 6-7 minute mark of the first half, and Carolina really took control.
Well, I think you have to recognize what your strengths are. Carolina is so sure what their strengths are, and that's that they have key players who can play critical hockey in pressure situations and can hold on to the ball. The entire game is about passing and receiving. And if you look at the amount of times Carolina just had series of passes in the second half at critical times, then Virginia maybe deflected the ball, and it was more of a chasing game.
Winding down here. University of North Carolina has just won the ACC tournament. 2-0 is the final score. Wonderful, wonderful effort from the University of North Carolina as they beat top-seeded and number 1 in the country, the University of Virginia, the North Carolina Tar Heels, the 1997 ACC Field Hockey Championship champions. Joining me now is the winning coach from the University of North Carolina, Karen Shaw. Coach, congratulations. Boy, what a wonderful effort from your team today.
Thank you very much. I thought we played well against a very strong Virginia team.
Virginia beat you twice during the regular season. Third time the charm, maybe?
Well, seems to be. I thought it would be tough for them to beat us 3 times, but they're awfully good and awfully fast. I credit my defense for playing well. It's not easy to shut them out with their speed. and I thought we played a great game in terms of following our game plan. So.
The scoring opportunities were few, but boy, Kristen really capitalized on them.
Yeah, I'm real proud. You know, kind of Cindy and Nancy Pellegrin draw a lot of attention from the opposing teams. And Kristen McCann, you know, she came in and people weren't marking her at first. And she slowly built confidence through competition, and she's playing very well now, and I think that she's a force to be reckoned with.
Another ACC championship. What a way to go into the NCAA tournament. The bids and seedings and pairings come out on Wednesday.
That's correct, and I think we certainly helped our chances. We might have been the 3rd seed. We might even move up to the number 1 seed, but I think what it helps is the possible home field advantage, and that's what we look for.
Coach, congratulations again. The University of North Carolina, the winner of the 1997 ACC Field Hockey Championship. They win it 2-0, and that'll do it from Chapel Hill.
The coming of age of the...
I don't know if we're going to figure it out. Thanks, Bob. We'll see you next week. Good games to watch. Meanwhile, the Final Four in field hockey was today at UConn. Both UVA and UNC were up there. Our best of the ACC cameras were there, too.
A beautiful early winter setting to crown the 1997 National Collegiate Field Hockey Champion. And a setting of history. Back in 1981, the first ever Field Hockey Championship was earned right here in Storrs by the host Connecticut Huskies. Hi, everybody. I'm John Tewitt. Myself and the best of the ACC crew welcome you to coverage of the 1997 Field Hockey Final Four with 2 representatives from the ACC, Virginia and North Carolina, and this the 18th playing of the Division I NCAA Field Hockey Finals. And as we mentioned, it is a little raw here in eastern Connecticut, but that hasn't cooled the spirit or excitement for what's sure to be a special end to special seasons for both the Heels and the Hoos. So stick around for the best of the ACC later on ACC Live.
For the national. The NCAA field hockey tournament began 2 weeks ago. Maryland fell, but both UVA and UNC made it to the prestigious Final Four. That's where the ACC cameras were this weekend. John Tewitt joins us at Stars, Connecticut with a story on a semifinal round of ups and downs for our ACC teams.
The best of the ACC presents the 1997 Final Four from the Sherman Sports Complex on the campus of the University of Connecticut in Storrs. Hi, everyone. John Tewitt here. We have an ACC special for you with Carolina and Virginia both vying for the national crown. Now, Carolina is looking to make it a budding dynasty in 3 in a row. Virginia is still seeking their first national championship. The first semifinal features Princeton and Carolina, same 2 teams that met in last year's national final, with the Tar Heels winning the crown 3-0. Princeton advanced with a surprising 4-0 win over Maryland, first time the Terps had been shut out in over a year. Carolina advanced with a 4-0 win over the UConn Huskies, and here they are. Let's get ready for the first national semifinal.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the 1997 NCAA Division I Field Hockey Championship. Tonight's semifinal game is between the Princeton Tigers and North Carolina Tar Heels. A senior from Allentown, Pennsylvania, number 13, Cindy Worley.
Work for each other, quick free hits, move the ball, all right? Heels, have fun out there, all right? Go get them, lots of enthusiasm.
Believe anything, Heels.
Yep, it's a team effort. Here we go, on 3. 1, 2, 3, Heels!
The defending champs came out storming. Carolina nearly scored in the opening moments and would require just 3.5 minutes to take a 1-0 lead. All-American Cindy Worley set up Nancy Pellegrin for Pellegrin's 19th goal of the season and a 1-0 lead for the Tar Heels.
That's a great pass in! 0-0, nice shot, Nan!
Princeton countered just 3 minutes later, thanks to freshman Hillary Matson. The Tigers showed they would not be intimidated.
We know that they have the ability to score, and they're not going to fight. And if they scored on us, we wanted to come right back on them and put the pressure on them. So it was important for us not to get that back on our heels and take control of the game. And they executed a great goal. I mean, that was a beautiful goal that they scored on, and we just wanted to stay focused throughout the game.
Carolina reclaimed the lead just 21 seconds later. Senior Kate Barber takes advantage of Carolina's second penalty corner for a 2-1 lead. Well, normally in a game of this national significance, it's the defense that's going to dominate. You can throw that out the window. 3 goals in the first 7 minutes, 2 of them by the Tar Heels. The Tigers' defense was under siege, putting goalkeeper Gia Fruchon to the test. With 16 minutes to play in the first half, Barber assisted on Nancy Pellegrin's second tally of the contest for a 3-1 Tar Heel lead. The Tigers were outshot 8-3 in the first half. Every indication was that Princeton would be sent home by North Carolina for a 3rd consecutive year.
So they're going to come out fired in the second half, and we have to continue playing the game plan and even execute it a little bit better. All right, we're still trying to force too many things up the middle.
We really wanted to stay focused and not think about the score, come out strong, take control again, and put them back on the defense.
The Ivy League champions came alive in the second half. The Tigers applied immediate pressure and climbed within a goal 6:53 into the second half on a goal by Hillary Matson. Molly O'Malley created the chance on a steal. Princeton was on the comeback trail.
To be honest with you, when we got that early goal and put all kinds of pressure on them early, I thought we might run away with it. And it's a good team that can not only put that kind of pressure on us that they did, but that can come back like that. I mean, they answered us right away after that early goal, and then they just kept battling back.
With their lead trimmed to 1 goal, Carolina stepped up the offense. The Tigers cleared what appeared to be a sure goal off the goal line. North Carolina regained some much-needed breathing room with just under 23 minutes remaining. A misplay by the keeper led to a goal by number 3, Kristen McCann. The Tigers showed grit and determination, fighting to get within a goal 5 minutes later. Amy McFarland's pass found Molly O'Malley, and the Heels' lead shrunk to 4-3.
17 minutes. Good thing is we still have the lead.
I thought maybe we let down a little bit, but when I look back, I think Princeton just really stepped it up. And they put a lot of pressure on our backs, and they really pressed it in hard, and they kept it in their end of the field.
I wasn't that nervous. I had hoped that we would handle their pressure a little bit better, but we had a goal lead the whole time. So I knew that if they did tie it up, chances are that it would have gone to overtime, and I'm very confident in our overtime team. So I didn't feel as anxious as if perhaps if it was a tied game.
Sometimes the best defense is to be on offense. McCann's bid for a clincher hit the side of the cage, and Princeton was still alive. Princeton's furious efforts to force overtime were in vain. With just under 2 minutes to play, a shot that hit the back of the goal was disallowed. Carolina's early cushion proved to be the difference in a tight 4-3 victory and a slot in the national championship game.
When you're down a goal, and it's do or die, you're going to go out and give everything you have, and we just had to counter that and hold them off long enough, and hopefully, and that's what we ended up doing, just holding them off barely. The time expired right at the right time, I think, for us.
We won ACCs, and now we're here at the national championship, and just to go at another national championship, it's not like it's the 3rd one. I feel like it's going to be the 1st one.
The pressure is over with, I believe, because we've had a successful year. You know, we don't have to look back and feel sorry for anything that might have been. We've had a great year. So the pressure really is off us now. And now we just have to go out and play as well as we can and have fun in the national championship game. We had people doubting us. We had our parents even doubting us. So, you know, we overcame that, and I was very excited for our late success as we came into the postseason. But we are playing our best right now. So, you know, thrilled to be here. We've got nothing to lose in the championship game, and hope we come out on.
Looking to go farther?
Welcome back to the Best of the ACC. I'm John Tewitt. We're at the national semifinals for the 1997 Field Hockey Final Four on the campus of the University of Connecticut. Game 1 saw Carolina advance to their 3rd straight national final. They beat Princeton 4-3, and now it's going to be either Old Dominion or Virginia facing the Tar Heels in the national final. Old Dominion, well, they've won 7 national championships. Virginia, they'd only won 2 games total in NCAA play coming into this season. Both teams got victories. It was a 9-3 win over Ball State for the Lady Monarchs and a 4-2 win for Penn State that got the Cavaliers into the Final Four. It's a national semi. The winner gets North Carolina. Virginia was vying for a spot in the final against the only team to beat UVA in the regular season, Old Dominion. Neither team established territorial dominance in the early stages. Goalkeeper Stacy Smith denied the Cavaliers on their first penalty corner of the afternoon in the national semifinal. Suddenly, the roof fell in on UVA. Heather Simon of ODU got the Lady Monarchs the lead, and on the board, 1-0. Under 16 minutes to play in the first half, and Old Dominion takes a 2-0 lead. Senior Heather Eastburn scores unassisted, and it's starting to slip away on Virginia. A bad situation gets worse for UVA. Mimi Smith of ODU stuns the Cavs, and the Lady Monarchs are in the driver's seat, leading 3-0.
Not exactly the kind of start Virginia keeper Becky Worthington was looking for on her trip to Connecticut. 3-0 Old Dominion, and it's going to be an uphill climb for the Cavaliers.
Virginia regrouped and tried to steady the sinking ship. ODU found themselves pinned back in their defensive half. Towards the end of the half, Virginia caught a break when an Old Dominion bid kissed off the right goalpost. With their season teetering toward the brink, Virginia was glad to see the first half over.
There's always a little bit of doubt, to be honest, when you're down 3-0 to a great team, but I looked around at everyone's face, and I think everyone truly believed that we could come back. I mean, our center back, Laura Pietro, and I just kind of looked at each other, and we were like, we can do this. We need to keep this team up.
Being down 3-0 is, in the first half, that's kind of a shock, but that just is kind of a gut check, and it just made us stronger. And I think we came back in the second half, and we're on fire, and we were ready to play, and things just started to go our way.
We know how explosive our attack is and how we explode out of defense onto attack. And I know, we've been in games where we've scored 3 goals in about 2 minutes. So, I mean, I never thought for any time during that game that we wouldn't win.
Just as Princeton got off the mat, so would Virginia. The Cavaliers would strike just 2 minutes, 16 seconds into the second half. Sophomore forward Meredith Elwell converted a feed from Laura Lindsay, and UVA had new life. Trailing 3-1, Virginia stayed on the attack. ODU had to sag back on D as UVA mounted a terrific turnaround. Virginia continued to invade ODU's defensive zone. Number 3, Lorraine Fasuzo, pulled Virginia within a goal on a pass from Meredith Thorpe. Shockingly, Virginia was back in the contest, and the momentum belonged to the Cavaliers, although they still trailed 3-2. ODU's defense settled down, and as the minutes went by, Virginia's situation got more desperate. Perhaps the last gasp for Virginia came with about a minute to go. Elwell was appended from behind, setting up a penalty corner for UVA. One more try to force overtime. Smith made the clutch stop for Old Dominion, ending Virginia's extraordinary season. But the Cavaliers served notice to collegiate field hockey in 1997. They're here, and here to stay among the elite.
I think that, we've made a statement, and I think that we need to build from this. And, next season and obviously in this off season when we're training, we're going to look at things that we need to work on from this season, make them better, and continue to build on our strengths from this season, and hopefully carry them into the next season and, take it to the next step. And so hopefully we'll be in the championship game next year.
I felt like we were right there. Like if you were to give us maybe another minute, I would give anything to have, 2 more minutes out on the field. So it's that part that I just thought that we had a lot of momentum going, and that's the hardest part.
It was the first time in Virginia field hockey that we have gotten here, but that wasn't, we wanted to win. And so right now we're disappointed, but I'm sure when we look back, a few days from now when this is all kind of put behind us a little bit, we'll recognize all that we've accomplished.
When I look back and reflect on what we've accomplished over this year, I mean, it's amazing. And so at this moment, it's really hard to kind of appreciate that. But if a couple days from now or a little, give it a little time, and I think it'll sink in that we really have accomplished some great things, and we should just really be proud of that.
A showdown for the national championship between North Carolina and Old Dominion. I'm John Tua for Best of the ACC. Both teams had the ability to win at the other team's field in the regular season. It looks like a terrific matchup, an even matchup for all the marbles.
Okay, you guys, it's not going to be pretty out there, all right? You play hard and tough for 70 minutes. Play together, all right? Have fun. You guys communicate. You got it. Good luck. Heels on 3. 1, 2, 3. Heels!
North Carolina had the early territorial advantage and the early momentum. Strong play by ODU goalkeeper Stacy Smith kept the match scoreless. Lady Monarchs finally got their offense in gear 8 minutes into the contest. Ashley Miller has a shot deflected over the goal, resulting in a free hit for ODU. Marina Giacomo capitalizes for a 1-0 Old Dominion lead.
It's okay. Settle wide, it's all right. When they scored their first goal, I was nervous a little bit then, but I never felt at any point that we were going to lose. I was just like, we're just going to have to work harder and come back.
We knew going into the game that she was going to be a factor. We needed to stop number 10. And for her to get a goal early like she did, I was concerned about it.
The Heels realized that a 2-goal deficit could be fatal. Maura McFadden and the Carolina defense did not let that happen. Carolina persevered. Cindy Worley, the 2-time Player of the Year in the ACC, showed her stuff. Worley steals and ties the match at 1-1. North Carolina jumped into the lead with 3:15 to play in the half. Nancy Pellegrin scored from a difficult angle for a 2-1 Carolina advantage.
I was just, like I said, trying to get on cage and maybe get it off the goalie for a rebound, and I chipped it up, and I guess it's just one of those goals. I don't know, it was kind of like a dream goal. I've never experienced that type of a goal before. Done it in practice, some shots before, but never in a game situation.
Carolina keeper Jana Withrow kept Carolina in the lead going into halftime.
You guys, that's a great half of field hockey. I think both teams are playing well, and it's a great battle out there. You've got to play 0-0 no matter what happens. You play your guts out, all right, you guys? Look, it really is, this is what it's all about. This is why you practice. These are the big games, and I think this is outstanding. But you can't lose your focus. You can't lose the intensity. All right, you've got to play with fire and heart and guts and soul and everything that's inside of you.
Carolina found themselves in the unfamiliar position of trailing most of the half, but this is a team that scored 93 goals in their first 22 games. Tough to keep this offense down. And with a 2-1 lead going into the second half, it's shaping up as a classic.
For the most part, Carolina was on the attack, pushing for an insurance tally. Worley made a perfect pass to Driscoll, perched in front of the left post, for a 3-1 Carolina lead with 23:20 remaining. Old Dominion rallied immediately. 36 seconds later, Kim Miller scores out of a scramble in front of the net, bringing the Monarchs within one, 3-2.
Such a good team, so well coached, that we know we have to play our best in order to stay in the game with them, let alone beat them.
With under 8 minutes to play, Old Dominion coach Beth Anders makes a daring move. During a timeout, Anders pulls her goalkeeper for the 3rd time this year against North Carolina. Both previous times, the Monarchs had scored. The Lady Monarchs struggle to create chances, but North Carolina hangs on for a 3-2 triumph. Let the celebration begin.
That's time. That should be time. Yes! Yes! Yes!
We had our ups and downs, and that's what you learn from, though. You can't always be invincible, and we weren't. So you learn from your mistakes, and you grow from them, and that's what brought us here today. And without those, you just never know where you're going to be. So we're strong now, stronger than we ever were, and it's a great win.
I mean, 3P, I mean, that's great. I want them to keep rolling with it. Juniors next year step up as seniors and, you know, keep this rolling, and maybe someday we'll have a dynasty like, you know, the UNC soccer team.
It is gratifying. I wanted it so bad, but mostly for the seniors and the team that have fought so hard, worked so hard, and just did everything that we asked them to do. And so it was a great thrill, and I think we couldn't have asked for better final against a great opponent in the Old Dominion, and the world-class hockey that was out there, I think, was a good statement for our sport.
Looking good, huh? Awesome. The gold is the best.
Hi, this is Clint Holmes, side by side, at the same location for over 25 years.
1997 UNC versus Old Dominion NCAA championship game at University of Connecticut in Storrs, Connecticut.
Now here are today's lineups. First for Old Dominion University. The non-starter is a freshman from Hamburg, Germany, number 3, Cecile. And over here today's lineup for North Carolina. The non-starter is a sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia, 00, Nicole Fry. A freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, number 2, Holly Huff. A freshman from Greenville, Delaware, number 5, Henry Keller. A freshman from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 6, Kate Sidebottom. A freshman from Bethesda, Maryland, number 9, Susan Hayes. A freshman from St. David, Pennsylvania, number 14, Anna Birch. A sophomore from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 15, Sarah Carroll. A freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 20, Kate McDonald. And a freshman from Newark, Delaware, number 24, Erin Cox. And the starting lineup for North Carolina. A freshman from McCountry, Pennsylvania, number 3, Kristen McCann. A senior from San Diego, California, number 4, Joy Driscoll. A junior from Solana Beach, California, number 8, Stacey Schreier. A junior from Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, number 10, Laura McFadden. A freshman from Brookfield, Pennsylvania, number 11, Janet Vogel. A senior from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, number 12, James DeFallo. A senior from Allentown, Pennsylvania, number 13, Cindy Rowley. A senior from Greenville, Delaware, number 16, Abby Keller. A junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 18, Nancy Pellegrini. A senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania, number 22, Kate Barber. And a senior from Hawkins, Delaware, number 25, Jana Woodrow. The head coach of North Carolina is Karen Shelton. The assistant coaches are Leslie Linus and Peggy Donnelly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise to the flag of our national
try, Heels. There we go, Heels!
Let's go, Heels!
It's all right, Heels, right back, Heels!
5, the line handle. Always are on.
Go Hill!
Come on, Heels. Good try, Heels.
North Carolina second feature considering the lineup for 15, Sarah Carroll, replacing Jennifer Waller.
Come on, Joey! Come on, Heels!
Here we go, Heels. Good try, Heels.
Here we go, Tar Heels! Here we go! Here we go, Tar Heels! Here we go! Here we go, Tar Heels! Here we go!
All right, Heels.
6.
Here we go, heels!
Come on, O'Neal, pick it up!
End of the first half, UNC 2, Old Dominion 1. There you go, Heels. Joy! Get it out, Heels, get it out! It's all right, Heels. All right, Heels.
It's an all-aluminum VTEC engine. It's a luxury coupe built around the premise that it's better to be looked over than overlooked. It's the CL from Acura, the true definition of luxury. look yours. Lease the new Acura 2.3 CL for $279 a month at your local Acura dealer.
Welcome back. What happens to children in state custody in North Carolina is confidential information.
That secrecy is aimed at protecting the children's best interests. But some
Heels.
Good ball, good ball. All right, let's get it out here. Let's get it out now. Work it out, Hills. Get the ball, ladies. Let's go. Go defense. All right, Jen. Get it right down now. Let's get it right down. It's all right. All right, block it up down here, Hills. Heels! All right, Joy! Way to go, Heels! Final score, UNC 3, Old Dominion 2. UNC National Championships, third time in a row. Up here. All right, Vinny. Hey, Jan, up here. Let me get you here. Yep.
Presenting the awards are 50 degrees. Chair of the NCAA Division I Committee and Michelle Hahn. First is Secretary Heather Simon. Amy Smith. Stacy Smith. Rosemary Vanderwright. The University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Kate Parker. Anna Birch. Sarah Carroll. Erin Cox. Jerry Bristol. Nicole Fry. Susan Hayes. Holly Huff. Abby Keller. Jeffrey Keller. Terry Lico. Kristen McCann. Jensen DePro. Laura McFadden. Nancy Pellegrini. Stacey Schreier. Kate Sidebottom. Shannon Purple. Cindy Ridley. Hannah Woodrow. Head coach Aaron Shelton. Assistant coach Leslie Linus. Assistant coach Megan Donnelly. Athletic trainer Meredith Busby. Student athlete Katie McDonald. And videographer Bill Bodkin. And now, Coach Aaron Shelton, the team captain, please come forward to accept the trophy. Congratulations once again to the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the alternate team. From North Carolina, Kate Carter. From Old Dominion, Marina DiGiacomo. From North Carolina, Joey Driscoll. From Old Dominion, Kelly Driscoll. From Princeton, Amy McFarland. Also from Princeton, Hillary Madsen. From North Carolina, Nancy Pellegrin. From Old Dominion, Amy Smith. From Old Dominion, Stacy Smith. From Virginia, Meredith Thorpe. And from North Carolina, Cindy Hurley. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the NCAA, we thank you for your support of NCAA field hockey.
Hmm.